back for more Trump rally live streaming. A lot of people saw the earlier stream, and what was happening is I do have a lot of backup batteries for everything in the system, except the one thing that can't have a backup battery is the phone on the end of this gimbal. So normally I would bring two phones, but I had figured I wasn't going to be able to bring this gimbal in, and you know, I was just watching Rudy Giuliani live at the event, and I regret making the decision not to go in there. Uh-oh. What's all the fire trucks about? Hopefully nothing bad. But anyway, people are probably watching Trump right now instead of this, but when you check this out later, I was watching the Trump rally, feeling like, damn, I should have just waited in the line and gone inside. But, sorry about all these sirens. Hopefully that's not for anything that just happened in the time that I left the apartment and came over here. What a jam up it is on 8th Ave here. Wow. But anyway, Rudy gave a speech, and then I was looking and I saw, I don't know, do people know this guy Ford Fisher? I saw him on X. First time I ever saw that guy was at Matt Taibbi did an event about the Twitter files, where, you know, this was in Brooklyn at the Montauk Club. Isn't that weird that Brooklyn has a Montauk Club? But that's where they had it, and Ford Fisher was there. I forget the name of the news thing that he's associated with, but it was just interesting. I mean, he was working with Matt Taibbi quite clearly. He wasn't, you know, just there covering it or something like that. What's this fire truck doing? Something on fire? But anyway, Ford Fisher, he was there. And remember that guy, Ezra Frisch? Huh, something going on. Uh-oh. Is this guy dead? Not looking too good. Oh, are you dying? Let me just ride a scooter over you. Wow. Anyway, Ford Fisher and that guy Ezra Frisch was there. Ford was working with Matt. I say that because Matt made a point of pointing out Ford and talking about him during his presentation to everybody. And also, look, we have a Trump teddy bear. He made a point of calling him out. And also, Matt said that he was like doing a documentary or something. I don't know if we've seen this documentary yet.
Oh, wow.
A Matt Taibbi Twitter Files documentary. I don't know. I haven't seen that. $3. It's got to be stolen. I don't understand how you could sell the hat for $3 unless it costs $0. How could you do that? There's got to be 100% of that $3 going to that guy. Somebody threw out those MAGA hats or something? I mean, how does he have $3 hats? Hats, I think, are $15, $20. But anyway, Ford Fisher, he was over there on Twitter. Yeah, there it is. So the protest has installed itself. I mean, I guess they just timed it to arrive here when Trump would arrive. That was the other thing, is that I was there watching and Trump arrived, and I was like, ah, damn it. Maybe I should have stuck around and got that, but I couldn't have done that. The battery died on the phone. I hadn't brought a secondary phone because I didn't have a whole plan for going in there and kind of like surviving the entire 5-hour deal. And I really had to pee, so there was a bunch of benefits to ending that earlier stream. And we can now check out what the hell is going on here with this protest. I mean, the reason I mentioned this guy, Ford Fisher, is that it's the whole deal there at that Matt Taibbi event with Ezra Frisch. For people who don't know, Ezra Frisch is a guy who, I mean, he appears to be one of these street theater performance kind of maniacs who, I mean, if I say he's an FBI UCO, they'll say, oh, no, he's not. He works for the, you know, whatever isn't the FBI, or he's not a UCO or whatever. I'm not saying I know exactly what that guy is, but the point is he seems to be involved in these like NYPD, you know, intelligence kind of bullshit ops, where he's, you know, he was in Collect Pond Park, remember, but he shows up to this Matt Taibbi thing and he's wearing a shirt that says, "In Fauci we trust." And he's just there agitating, right? He's, you know, asking questions, saying all kinds of stupid things, citing incorrect statistics about COVID and affecting black people more than white people. And I was challenging the guy because I could just tell from the jump that he was fake nonsense and agitating bullshit. And Matt Taibbi is like, oh, no, we want to talk about this. And I remember asking Ford, because I had kind of, you know, met him and connected there and chatted a bit, asking him if he got any video of that idiot leaving, because I basically, you know, chastised him, Ezra Frisch, for being an idiot, and then turned around and he was gone. And he was with a guy who looked to me like a bodyguard. And I think frequently, if this is the cops or the FBI or whatever, there's always, you know, some protection person hanging out with the idiot who's doing the scheme in case somebody gets pissed off at them. You know, they can help them not get beaten up or something, I guess, is the idea. And so earlier when we saw those protests just on the south end of this block, it was quite clear to me that it wasn't the same kind of protest. It didn't, you know, I didn't recognize any of the people in it.
Hey, what's up? What are you doing?
Hi.
Are you streaming?
Not interested, thanks. I didn't recognize any of the people in it. Stop following me, bro.
What's your channel about?
Stop following me. Leave me alone, man. I didn't recognize any of the people in it. Like this lady looks familiar, and she's got cops behind her.
This is the guy you want to buy from right here. Direct from South Carolina.
So see, they got the cops there, and we've seen this crazy lady around before.
Horrible job.
Oh, but you can see that, don't you?
And I think this lady's even yelled at me somewhere before. So now here we've got the cops. So the cops are running this. This is much different. And remember, they said if you're not amplifying sound, you don't need a permit. So what is this? Did the cops create this? It sure seems like it. And there, obviously, the cops know I'm here. So people might have just lost the broadcast, but we'll have it in full after this on Odyssey and definitely on all the sponsored channels. Let's see, do we recognize any of these morons? guy's texting. So they obviously know that this isn't any kind of serious jeopardy here. There's probably somebody right here with equipment that's disrupting my broadcast. I really do think the police put this here, organized this. We probably have that guy. Do we see Victor Para over here anywhere? Guy rolling coal over there or something? Yeah, and see, like, this is also for the New York Post. They're going to be involved. They're going to have their photographers over here getting all these stupid signs. Notice everybody here, the signs are very uniform, you know, they've been printed by somebody who has some kind of print shop or some kind of budget to go to one. I think it might just be too many phones over here. There's Gold Ike over here. This lady's like snorting. So these are all the non-profit, you know, NGO people who get millions of dollars when the
You have your phone? I need to get a picture.
millions of dollars when the hotels are filled up with illegal migrants doing crime, making life unpleasant. So does this have a permit to be here? Does this protest have a permit to be here? You don't know. It just showed up and they called you and said,
I just go where I'm supposed to.
but do they call you guys and say, hey, there's a protest, or everybody knew to come here at 5 o'clock today?
We lost by 8 million last
3 o'clock.
My pay grade.
But I mean, did you get some call on the radio, hey, come over, there's an emergency thing, or you were scheduled to be here at a certain time today?
We were all over it.
Sorry?
We were all over it.
You, I'm saying, you
I don't know.
were called to be here as an impromptu event happened, or you were scheduled to be here at a certain time today, standing here for this protest?
I have no clue.
You have no clue how you responded? This just developed within the last hour, and you have no clue how you got here?
Nope.
Seriously. That's idiotic. It's good to know. So the police are lying, obviously. I mean, this guy right here, what kind of criminal is he going to stop? You guys, it's pathetic. I'm asking you serious questions. You're telling me you don't know how you got here an hour ago? That is idiotic. Why don't you tell me, listen, I can't tell you things about police procedure. Why are you advancing towards me, Officer NG? Very intimidating and unprofessional, the NYPD. Now you're laughing at me. You guys are all idiots, you know that? I think the NYPD created this protest, Lieutenant. What's your name? Auger. What does that mean? It's like a piece of farm equipment. That's suitable. stupid assholes. This is a protest put on by the goddamn cops. That's what's going on here. Idiots like this work for the New York Post / the cops. He's given access. Oh, and here's fucking crackhead Barney. Lock this girl in jail.
Kamala, suck a titty. Suck a titty, Kamala.
Come and throw. Come on, this is all ridiculous.
You're not black. Shut up. Black, I know. I'm a white girl. I want to be a white woman. I want to be a white woman. Suck my titties, Kamala. Suck my titties. Suck my titties, Kamala.
See, this is what Trump's people
Kamala, jump.
all mentally ill. But if you vote for me, we would get this.
So this is all the same crap that we get
Kamala, suck my
all the time.
titties.
This stupid girl. What's her name here again?
Black Lives Matter.
I'm not black, you bitch. I'm not black. Listen. I am not a black bitch. I'm white. I'm white.
It's ridiculous. This is all the same crap. This is the cops putting on this charade, this idiotic nonsense.
Are you Jewish?
Don't ask me that question, man. It's such a weird, creepy thing to ask. Like, why does everybody... So come on, you're telling me that these cops, this wasn't planned? All these police with all these guns and equipment, smiling and laughing. At any minute, this could become a violent scene, and all these fatso cops are just laughing, taking pictures. They don't know how they got here an hour ago. They don't know how all these cops got here an hour ago, how all these people with signs that are printed up. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. This is all just probably happening organically. This is the postal police. These guys don't do a damn thing. Sorry?
What are you filming for? I'm very curious.
Crowdsource the truth.
You're crowdsourcing the truth?
Yes.
Are you YouTubing it or what?
YouTubing it, Xing it, everything.
Oh,
Have a nice day, ladies.
well, good luck finding the truth.
This is the really bizarre. Now wait a minute. What is this guy doing with lighter fluid? Hey, bro, what are you doing with this lighter fluid, man?
What?
What you doing with the lighter fluid?
It's for a prop when I jump through a fire hoop later tonight.
Yeah, but you got a lighter in your hand,
These are,
and you got lighter fluid, and you're in a crowd. You sure everything is? I don't think you should.
I'll put it away.
Yeah, do it.
Probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Have a good day.
What are these now? They're looking for the guy with the lighter fluid. See, this is some sort of police little controlled. They roll out crackhead Barney. Notice she didn't say anything to me because she knows I gotta have her real name on the tip of my tongue so I can shout it out when I see her. It's like Usaka something. What is it? Do people remember what that stupid girl's name is? See, this thing keeps losing the broadcast. It's possibly just due to too many people being over here trying to broadcast. No thanks. This dude's pitching me the Trump hat. Damn it, Reno. Yeah, I mean, this is just ridiculous. This is just ridiculous right here. How's it going? Fascists out. See, this guy's somebody we've seen before, too. All these costume characters. And then they got their video crew. crazy. Yeah, so this is basically what I wanted to come over here to see. This is our standard issue stuff. We have totally obese, unqualified individuals working for the police. This whole entire thing is an obvious idiotic setup. That lieutenant is an idiot. This officer NG is an untrained idiot. All the cops know how to do is to escalate situations and to create violence and to do stupid things and to violate people's rights. These are all the same actors that we see around at the same protests. I mean, they would say, oh no, we're activists, but they all show up here. They get photographed for the New York Post with their signs that are obviously printed from some uniform operation. And the police don't know if they got a call that some organic thing broke out or if this was planned and organized to be here at a particular time. And of course, they can't just tell you, because being polite to the public and interacting with people like a human being rather than a fucking asshole is how you create trust with the police. See, the NYPD in 2024, they don't know how to do that. They just know how to hire unqualified idiots and be unprofessional. Do not feed the pigeons. So this is clearly planned by the cops, in my opinion. We've just seen too many, we've had a lot of opportunity to examine these things here, and there's certain things about them that are all the same. Crackhead Barney was there. I mean, is that really just a coincidence?
We're not Trump MAGA maniacs. We're gonna fly together on the Jeffrey Epstein plane. We're gonna make the best.
This is a friend of Crackhead Barney. So see, they're going to say like, oh, Trump, counter-protesters, this is what they do now. This is their staged shenanigans over here. This is pure bullshit. Ford. Are you Ford?
What's that?
You're not Ford, sorry. I confused you for somebody else. So see, this is their little staged shenanigans. That guy there works with Crackhead Barney also. I've seen that guy a million times.
There's 11 million votes over there that we need to get.
So this is all for the New York Post to sell newspapers around the country, stage this stupid crap right here.
Women's rights away from the women. Hell yeah. It's not good enough to take away abortion. We need to take away their vaginas and everything else for Trump in the name of God and Steve Bannon. Hell yeah. Yeah, Trump 2024. Kill all the women.
This is, all like wrestling.
Staying all right.
All these people here work together. This idiot in the pajamas, this idiot, Crackhead Barney. See, this is all of these idiots. All of these smiling idiots. All of this bullshit is staged by the cops, right? That's why you're smiling and laughing? Because there's no danger here for anyone. This is all staged bullshit put on by the cops, right? Right?
You guys might recognize me.
That's why they're all smiling and laughing. If this were not controlled by the cops, these officers would be concerned that there's maniacs doing unexpected things, that this is an escalating situation, but they know there's no danger because this is idiotic bullshit staged by the NYPD. That's why these guys were in stitches until I turned the camera around, because this is silly nonsense.
Here we go.
That's what they want, is create a fight, and then the police arrest, you know, whichever side of this. There, that lady, she's always around. She works for the cops. So see, the cops put her out there, and then the cops go and protect her. These asshole cops are part of this stage show. That little shaved head lady is always out there. Go back, look at your New York Post, you'll see her. All these idiots might as well be in the World Wrestling Federation.
To find forgiveness in the name of Jesus. Hell yeah! I might be mad, but
This is all staged police bullshit.
why are we mad at everybody for being LGBT and for wearing the fucking mask? Why can't we just argue about real issues?
All nonsense. Everything you're looking at right here.
The corporation.
So the reason you guys are all laughing and smiling, Ortiz, is because this is staged bullshit put on by the police, right? Isn't that right, Ortiz? I'm not allowed to stand on that, but the cops can put on all of this nonsense. Wow, look at how tall that dude is. Jesus Christ. See that? That's what I'm saying. That guy's getting the shot. See, the cops laugh because they know that what I'm saying is true. If this were happening in your city, that a bunch of maniacs were swarming around the post office, and the bullhorns came out and people started gathering around, the cops would be like, hang on now, get these guys out of here. You're not allowed to use a bullhorn. You're not allowed to. Here's crackhead Barney. She's ignoring me because she knows she's going to get in trouble if she messes with me. Criminal bitch, working for the cops. This is all bullshit right here. Do you guys realize that this is all nonsense staged by the police? Have you seen this woman? You just saw her, crackhead Barney, that woman with all the white paint all over her body. Do you know who that is? Who assaulted Alec Baldwin in the coffee shop months ago. She's hiding in the crowd because she knows I know her. There she is right there with the Trump hat and the blonde wig. All of this nonsense is staged by the police. Why aren't they telling people you're not allowed to amplify sound? Why do they never arrest that girl? Why does all this bullshit happen in a coordinated fashion? The cops, all these idiots work for the NYPD. Maybe France will now know. I doubt it. That guy's going to say like, oh, some madman came to us in the crowd. He said the police were staging a crackhead Barney. I don't know. Maybe he'll think about it. But that's it. That's all we need to see. That's nonsense put on by the cops. So I do regret not being inside the building. I think Trump is going to speak momentarily. So I want to get back and see that. But I'm glad we got to see what was going on over here. I guess that's my job, is coming to these things and finding that. Who the hell is doing that? And why is the NYPD involved? I know they're involved. Usaka, what the hell is her name? Usha, what is crackhead Barney's real name? I've said it on air before. She knows I know, and she knows I'm gonna sue her if she messes with me. That's why she walks away now. I like that, but she works for the cops or she would be arrested long ago. It's the same reason they won't arrest Oren Levi. It's the same reason they won't arrest George's brother. All these people work for them, or they work in a network that the cops are part of. What's that guy's name? Saeed Elatab. He was hanging out with crackhead Barney when she went and disrupted Alec Baldwin. See, look at this, is a whole thing. They have trucks rented with their sign. They have a whole graphic design. Who hires you guys to drive this truck? Who hires you to drive this truck? I didn't hear what they said, but we'll see if we can figure that out. What do you guys think? You voting Trump? No. Not voting Trump. Kamala? They keep saying black men don't want to vote for Kamala. Not true? It's a false statement. There we go. Thanks, fellas. We got 4 thug-looking criminals who are going to vote for her, and then a weirdo smiling at me there. So yeah, I mean, listen, a vote for Joe Biden, Kamala Harris is a vote for more of that. Everything out of business. I don't know, that was a pretty rough stream because I think the cops kept knocking out the, or maybe too many phones in operation over there, but I think it eventually gets, oh look, there's Mike Johnson speaking right now. Don't switch off of my live stream, please, to look at Mike Johnson. But there you go. We saw cop nonsense. Oh yeah, maybe it is broken up into several videos, unfortunately. I don't know. Has it been one continuous video, everybody? Look at the terrible traffic for everybody here on 8th Avenue. I feel bad for drivers today. Thanks, Tall Oaks. Yeah, sometimes it's hard for me to know if these videos are good or boring. I sometimes feel like there's like long stretches of just walking an entire avenue, which may not be that terribly interesting. But I guess, you know, most people who are doing live streams are just sitting in front of a green screen or whatever in front of their laptop. So at least, I don't know if what I'm saying isn't interesting. Maybe what I'm walking near is. It's sort of the double whammy of the, whoops. Oh, I thought that woman dropped the dog for a second. So this is a crazy amount of traffic here today. Everybody's this guy's trying to run over this old lady. Terrible. He's an idiot with the bicycle on the sidewalk. Yeah, I mean, I'm convinced that the cops run that. But why? How does that make sense? You know? I mean, and I'm not just like, oh, I think they're doing it. It's, remember, Oren Levi, I've had direct encounters with the cops about these people. And in retrospect, when you pile it all together and look at the things that they've said, and also I've got a photograph of Oren Levi in Eric Adams' office with Eric Adams. Remember that time I was with Charles up at Columbia, and then crackhead Barney comes up the sidewalk. Half a block later, right there is Saeed Elatab. All these people obviously work together. Saeed Elatab was the guy who took the photos of Alec Baldwin outside the coffee shop. So he's just, and he said to me on the phone, no, she was all alone. It's not a conspiracy. So I was like, dude, you're saying you just happened to be standing outside and snapped these perfect photographs of Alec Baldwin getting harassed by crackhead Barney? You don't know her? No, I don't know her. He's just obviously lying. And then a month later, I see him half a block down the street from her, by the way, standing right next to the cops. And his son tried to attack me next to the cops, because his son recognized who I was and knew I had made the video saying that this guy's PLO and all kinds of stuff. But I mean, that's not what I said. It is what I said, but I'm saying he's there with, his own pictures on Facebook was him with the ambassador to the PLO. Look, here's a Trump vending truck all the way over here. So the whole city is Trumped out right now. That's a good thing. Here's a guy riding a thing on the sidewalk. I don't even wanna, you're a fucking asshole. Just tell him that. He knows. Yeah, but that's that. It would have been great to be inside there. The energy, definitely legendary. I did make a mistake. Well, I don't want to say that. We got good footage outside. Unbelievable encounter with Jack Posobiec. You know, there was some comments from people who I guess are Jack sycophants, or perhaps just fans. Yeah, no, it looks like this thing's already been broken. It's hard to keep a live stream going around the police, apparently. But certain people were, look at this, like a little camper, huh? They were saying, oh, you approached Jack like you want an interview and blah, blah. I don't want an interview with that shithead. I've known him for 8 years. And there's a lot of backstory there that idiots making comments. Is that a beagle? I think it is, yeah? There's a lot of backstory that idiots making comments on the internet don't know about. And see what he says, like, wasn't I nice to you when I first met you? It's like, first of all, that's interesting that you think that, because he invited me to an event. But long before today, I've been thinking that that invitation was the setup to a trick. And you see, in that con, in that scheme, the role that Jack was playing is, oh, I'm the nice guy who's inviting you to this screening party. Get me Roger Stone. Wasn't I nice to you? No, you came over and started talking to me because I saw your girlfriend at the time, and I said, ah, that's an attractive woman, let me have a word with her. And I was talking to her and engaging her in conversation. That's when he came over. So whether he dislikes me saying it or not, it's just a fact. And now he's gonna fight me for saying that? He's such a loser, it's incredible. He acted like a 5-year-old. So maybe I had it wrong. Hi, could you not ride that on the sidewalk, please? Fucking asshole. Maybe I had the details wrong. Maybe he's saying stuff about the second shooter. What I meant was, why is he avoiding the true evidence in the assassination attempt investigation? The unredacted files from the Beaver County ESU. I mean, it was a poorly posed question, but you know, when you're standing there in the street and you see someone who you know has been avoiding talking to you about things that if people knew the truth of, they might think differently. When you know the guy's been avoiding that for 8 years, it's not like I'm like, ooh, Jack, can I have an interview? Did you notice how polite Scott Pressler was? He didn't seem like somebody who was trying to hide something from me or had any issue with speaking to me. He just has his message. I asked him a few questions that seemed reasonable within the context of, you know, people have said maybe he'll be the press secretary or whatever. I thought he was very polite and professional and cordial in his answers. Benny seems nervous, like he doesn't want to talk to me. Other people made that comment too. I don't know why. Jack, just unhinged. He acts like a 5-year-old, right? He's like, liar, liar. He's such a stupid social engineer. It's so annoying. And then he's like, oh, you have no friends? See, isn't that interesting? That's the same line of nonsense that woman who choked me outside of Twitter was talking about. Your mother doesn't love you and you're a loser and all this kind of stuff. It's like this like base level psychological tormenting or something. Isn't that weird? I gotta go dig up this video of Jake Morphonios like training his interns for street theater performance at the Red Pill conference. A lot of weird stuff going on today. Anyway, thanks everybody for tuning in. Going to be speaking to Charles at 8, or, well, no, I got to check with him because we had this schedule floating a little bit, not knowing what was going to happen with when that will end. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. If you aren't already a sponsor, please become one on odyssey.com/@crowdsourcethetruth, crowdsourcethetruth.substack.com, or subscribestar.com, or patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth. Thanks for watching, everyone. More social engineering by the cops. Weird.